Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 23. Nice little building there. That's a good depth of field effect on it. And of course this is going to be the angle we see it from most of the times. We got the, this is going to be the right hand wall. I'm pleased our roof up here stayed down with the accordion bits. That was nerve-wracking putting those things in. This one slightly less so, but still not fun. But I think everything turned out really good in the end. I think this is a good looking little building. But so like I said, that's actually got a few more, 3 more notches up there we're going to end up putting something in, but that's all we're doing so far. I'm going to set that on the side for the, actually, hang on. I think I didn't. Let's see, I think I missed a piece because it's showing off. Yep, I did. I just found it. 11 is supposed to go right there. Yep. There was sort of a teeny tiny bit that snuck by me. And then I heard, oh, there it is. It was blending in. Okay, get out my markers again. But while I'm doing this, if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. I think this one might actually be easier to paint after it's installed. Okay, so it's got a slide under there. It's actually got to go the other way because I get the texture on the top. I can get you to. Okay. And it's close. I'm hoping I don't have to take. I can loosen that up if I need to. There it goes. Got it. I think. Yeah. Alright. Got that in place now. I hope I was right about this. That was not all the way down either, I just noticed that. Just. Okay. So now that's going to be set aside. And like I was saying, if you've seen any kits you'd like me to try, feel free to drop them in the comments. I've had a couple just in the last few days, so we're just going to keep adding on to the list. Because I'm open to it, because like I stated before, y'all seem to have pretty good taste with these things. But, on to step 24. Got my little doodad there. Got our wizard, and a tree, and I don't know, I wouldn't call it quite a pasture, but a yard, or what do they call it over there? A garden. Let's see, got facing like this, a tree, and this one, and our wizard goes in this way. Yeah. Oh, I don't show them hanging off the side there. Is that right? Yep, that's where it's supposed to go. Wiggle on a jiggle again, yeah. Don't break him. Okay. There he goes. Okay. And now, 5, sort of a tiered platform deal going on with this one. Obviously, a river goes on a river. And I'm hoping the rest of these match up fairly well. Proper. Let's see. really have a good olive green to go on this one, so I went with brown. It doesn't look too good, too bad, sort of matching up those edges. Okay, right, like I say, I got our top terrace, I think is what they call it. Yeah, if I remember in 6th grade social studies correctly. I don't think that. Let's see, I got the ones that might be. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever. Those. Yeah, there's a little lip here in the picture, so I'm pretty good with that. Okay. And our next terrace. We'll start with the easy ones. Look, yeah, that one's going to fit there. This has got to be here for the. Gap. That'd be a gap there. So let's see if this one. That one sits snug. Yeah. So then this one. Okay. Yeah. All right. And continuing on. Well, it's not a terrace. Well, it is. It's the top of the terrace, but we're not doing the layers yet. Got a tree trunk and a boulder and a tree. And a lot of little holes to opt to here. Yes. Boulder. Middle of the river. Tree trunk. This one. Full tree. Next to the boulder. Wandered a little too high there. Okay. Now, okay. This is the one here. Not sure. Let's see. Well, I guess look at the front of my. Look, see if I, picture of the on the box, I guess. Looks like this one goes here. I think that's that one down there. So it looks like it's. Yeah, I think that's right. You're over here. And long boy snaps in there. And I suppose these two are the same. Yep, pretty close. I think we get away with it either way. Or not. That's not rubbing on there, so I guess it does matter. Yeah, okay. So you're here. Alright. That one. And now I believe we're combining them. So a little wider for this part. Layers. And our wizard goes on the first to the third. I can get these in here without everything fall apart. Okay. And you likewise most of them. Alright, reapply you. Alright. That turned out pretty nice. Rock, waterfall, river, yard deal. And it looks like we're done with that for the night. And sort of, we might get around to installing that later on, but I don't think we'll make it that far tonight. I think that is a cool little effect in the middle there. Alright, set you out of the way. Now, go back to small bits again. Got to make a bridge, and this is what I think going to get to what I think is going to be the time-consuming step tonight. So, got this guy on the right side, and our Dread Knight maybe to these holes. Okay. Every time I see a Black Knight now, I think of David Tennant. Okay. Him and Michael Sheen. I love the show, but I can't even think of the name of it now. I'm hoping for. I think they're doing a movie instead of a third season. But, oh, good and evil. Look it up right quick. I'm getting rid of that. What is it? Good Omens. I knew it was good something. Yeah. He plays a demon and Michael Sheen plays an angel, and they're unlikely best friends. Okay. Right there. There with the concave and convex either end. Okay. The wider guy goes in the front. This is an accordion piece, by the way. You can see the little lines on it. Actually shows it. Okay, there is a little lip there, so that's supposed to go on up there to that. Okay. Like I said, the narrow one goes. That's gonna twist around to bring them together. I hope. Print it on both sides, so that'll be alright. So do these one at a time. Get you all the way in. Round, line you up. Okay. I thought that was going to be much worse than it was. But now the tricky part, get our knight on here. You in here. There. Here. And there. Okay. A little bit more. Alright. Once again, I wasn't expecting it to go that well, so yay. Now I want to leave it alone so I don't mess it up. But first thing, we're going to put our posts on. And I'm hoping these are loose and we just have to glue them in, to be honest. Okay. You are not loose. Okay. Now I wish I'd done this before I put the bottom part on. Alright. Okay, so that. And now, the part that I think is going to take up most of our time tonight. Right. There are 4 chains to be made. Excuse me. When I did the ones on the Diagon Alley, that sort of makes me feel a little bit better because I have done it before, so that's a good thing. But it didn't change the fact that dealing with tiny little chains like this is not fun. Okay. Something I did figure out. We got these pliers are smooth bore, and these are textured. Got the teeth on them, so I do use the smooth bore to do most of my gripping. Actually, I think I can do it. Yeah, just I peel them over and focus on. I bend them open rather than spread them out. I twist them instead of spread. I found that was easy. Yeah, gives you a good clearance through the hook, and it's a lot easier for me, I think, to line them back up. Put that on there. I think I'll just do it all in place, maybe. Okay, so I got my loop through. I do it with my hand. Yeah. Good. Closed up. I'm going to get that to pop out there. I didn't get it exactly closed up, but I think I can get give it a little squeeze, maybe. Nope, it came off. Okay. There goes my hubris again of getting it undone. It's going to be an issue. Okay. Got it, I think. Okay. Try to. Okay. In there. Let's do it. Grab hold of it, see if I can get it to come out this side. It's out here in the open. Line it up. Good. I think that's good. There's a little more pressure on it. Okay. I think that's going to hold it now. Let's see. Get over that seam. Yeah, that seems to be good shape. So I've got that one. Now, other end. Twist you open. Your chain. Okay. Nope. Hooked on. Okay, still connected so far. Okay. There. Okay, good. Okay, and that side. And probably should have made it shorter, but it does. It hangs there and pretty low, but I think it still had the same effect. Let's see. Next one. Oh. Good. I'm going to do this back side one first, I think. Didn't do as good on that one. Okay, got it outside there. Okay, that one's not as pretty, but it's effective. And I overlapped it a bit. Okay. And down. I think I'm never going to do that again. That one just felt like going home. Alright. Cool. I love it when it works out well. Good. Okay. Last one. Okay. Let's see. One more. Okay. One more here. We still have to make one for later on. According to the notes, there's one used in step 67, I think it said. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if this one does cooperate. That last one was on the other side. Already not. Okay. I missed them. In that file link. There it goes. Had it and lost it. Okay. Way too long. I'm actually going to take like 3 links out of that one because it's actually hitting the ground. Much as I don't want to undo it, I do want it to look good. That one was borderline, but this one, like I say, it's dragging, so I'm not gonna. Get a hold of it there. Okay. like I said, at least 3 of them out of it. So I've got my built-in wire cutters there, so I'll just not cut them. Okay. The actual wire cutters out. Up. Okay, that's much better. Now I want to take some links out of that one, but I'm not gonna. Where am I? It looks much better. I gotta take a couple links out. if it wasn't a significant difference in appearance, I wouldn't. Like I say, that looks much better. I can't really. Go ahead and, say this one's all the way almost to the ground, and that one's actually looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay. Yeah. Shouldn't have looked. Once I looked, I knew I had to do it. Okay. Get in there and get a couple of them out. Right. There. It's tangled up with the other one. Okay, there it goes. And hook you up. Yeah, that's much more. That suits me much better. Actually, that's supposed to be over there. Okay. Yeah, that looks much better right. More right. Okay. And that gets to go over there with our little terrace platform, because we're done with it for the moment. Oh, I do have to make one more of those for later use, but so don't have to hook it onto anything, so it shouldn't be that difficult to. Yeah, they're easy to make when they're out in the open like this. Okay. Easy as pie. Now I just gotta put it somewhere where I won't lose it for another 30 steps. Maybe I'll remember it's there. Okay. And on to our next little platform situation. And this one, actually, look there, the cut, when they cut out the notch, they actually broke the side, so not sure how well that's going to work, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so you get the small one at this end, and you get the small one here, so that goes on there. Okay, so that worked. This guy looks like a tower situation, I think. Top of a tower. Let's get it. I'm hoping we're going to do something to cover this up, but that's all for that one too. I'll just set you up there. Now, getting close to the end of the pieces I've got pulled, but I think I'm going to have to pull some more. Yeah, only just past the 30-minute mark, so it shouldn't be. Okay, these guys. It says put it around the sides, and then it drops in from the top onto that one. So we'll find out. That works. I was debating whether to paint these brown or gray, but I think the gray works. It's sort of one of those that could have went either way. I know I haven't been doing a good job of calling them out with that with step 37. I think 38 is dropping it down from the top on this guy. Starting on the inside, let's go. This doesn't feel fun. Okay. I think I got it. Feels like it's in pretty tight now. I got. I hope. Yeah, blank side to the bottom. I just happened to look at that, so I'm glad I don't have to undo that. Okay, now these little guys going on to the bottom. So looks like so good you on this end. These guys with the bigger tabs here and here. And this guy. And little tab on the far end. Let's see. So we got that sort of situation going now. Okay, yeah. And like I said, that's all I've pulled for. So let me go. Okay, yeah, we are going to use this one pretty quick. I finally see where it gets installed. Let me go pull a few more pieces, and we will. I think we're almost done, but I want to finish up this structure. Yeah, I think that's a good place to go. All right, be right back with that. Okay, here we go. Like I say, this will finish us up for tonight. Start with this guy. Sure, and you go on a little tab. Okay, should have painted those red too. Get in there. Alright, that should get us enough camouflage. And I don't know. It matters. They look like they're all about the same, so I'm gonna go. But I do have them cheated the numbers onto them. Not pleasantly. Okay, that. Okay, on the side works better. So 42 and 43. And 23 and 24. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now these guys go on to that one. This seems highly unstable. This doesn't go flush in there, but it goes flush out here, so that's, I think, good. But got our, looks like top of a tower of some sort. Here's the peak of the tower, so we start, you guys, plain. Okay, into here. Oop. Solid hand. There. There. We got just a little bit. Shouldn't. I don't think it matters, but I'm still gonna. Just even that out, I think. Yeah, that makes me feel better about it. And touch it back up with the brown. Just sanded off a bunch of it. Now, this. Okay. I guess we're supposed to. Let's see. How is it oriented? Okay, so we got that. These guys go in. Same till facing that one. So, give me a dab. The old B7000 in the middle. I want you to swizz around in there, get that glue good and spread out. and get it as centered as possible. Looks pretty close there. Hard to tell. Alright, I think that's good. Anything to hold that up with? Let's see. That's actually the wedge shape should work good here. Yeah. Okay. So, until I moved it. There we go. Okay, so we made a few pieces tonight, but which I'm pleased with. I think they're looking really good. And you know, now that I've shortened these two, I want to shorten that one. No, still a little bit short tonight, so let's go ahead and knock that out. I'm feeling spicy. Let's see here. Get you to separate without breaking everything. There goes my. Nope. Back here. Trying to find something the appropriate height. Once again. The old foam stand to the rescue. Should be able to just adjust it as I need to get it stand up. Should slide right in the middle there. I think. I thought it would be good. Okay. Stay. Now, back to you. That. Yeah, okay, get there. Yeah, I'm going to take 3 off the end of this one, I believe. 1, 2, 3, so 4th one gets the cut. And I think it moved on me. I think I just took 1 off. That's more like it. I probably took 5 that time. Okay. Let's see if I can get. Yep, and yep, took 1 too many. Let's see. Oh, let's see, I'm on the other side. It'll still work. Yeah, I got a little short, but it's still going to be acceptable, I think. Actually, it got a nice little hang to it, so I think that's actually, yeah, that's pretty good actually. I'm feeling it. Thought I'd went too far, but I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, that I think's a good place to stop, because like I say, I don't think I've got enough time to get done with any. We're moving into some more structure builds tomorrow, after this. So that's, you know, I'd be starting on something that wouldn't finish. So like I say, it's getting into building more buildings tomorrow instead of just little pieces. But like I say, one quick look at them again. Got our knight charging across our bridge. Our little terrace with our wizard and his tree and the staff and all the good little doodads, and of course the top of our tower, which I'm looking forward to installing to wherever it ends up going. But that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Should be some links coming up on the screen now. I got the channel here, my experimental channel there, the playlist for this series there, and whatever YouTube thinks you should watch over there. So feel free to click on those, and I'll see you next time.